with college football dropping their 7-day early access, it's time we start the main dynasty for this
Now it's
channel,
time to
the
choose your
Rutgers
here. You
Scarlet
can
Knights.
create your own coach. Now
Rutgers
you need to
in one of
choose
the
your
biggest
coach's
and best
archetype.
programs
As a
in the
motivator,
entire
you'll be
country in the
focused
Big
on
Ten.
developing
But
and
they aren't one of the
inspiring
best
your
teams. In fact, they're
players.
one of the worst
Recruiters
teams.
excel at
Maybe you could
finding
say
and
mid,
bringing in new talent to their programs.
but
Tacticians maximize your
they
team's
can't make the college
chances of
football
success
playoff. They
on
barely
game
can make
day
bowl
with their
games at
understanding of the X's and O's.
at a consistent rate. And who better to take over this team than yours truly? As you can see here, we have the AD goal/expectations on the right side. Now, this is different for every college. A college like Rutgers, for example, they have easier challenges than a school like a Texas or Alabama might have. You need to win a bowl game in the next 3 seasons, win 2 road games this year, and score at least 30 points in any game this season. I feel like that's easy enough. I feel like that's doable. Now, we don't have the best team. We have a pretty bad team. You know, a few bright spots here and there, a few great players like KJ Duff, for example, top 10 receiver in college football, in my opinion. But let's look at the entire roster as a whole. Quarterback, we have AJ Saras. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I don't think he's going to be the QB of the future, but he's definitely our QB for this season at least. Might have a little QB competition with him and Dylan. You know, depending on it, if AJ does bad, performs bad, we might bench him, put in Dylan. You know, 5th-year player. Running backs, we do have a good running back in Antoine Raymond, so we will be running the ball a lot this year. Getting him the ball in space, him to make plays, that's the goal. That's our foundation for this season. Like I said, KJ Duff, one of the best receivers in the country. You also have Ben Black, solid wide receiver 2 for us, and after that, kind of drops off a bit. We have a lot of tight ends. No, we don't have a lot of tight ends, but tight ends aren't very good. O-line, it's a O-line, not the best O-line at the works, but some improvements need to be made there. D-line's okay. Let's look at our linebackers. Ty Morris will more than likely be my user for this season. We need to recruit some linebackers. There's 2 guys are seniors, gone after this year. 3 guys are seniors. Corners, a lot to be desired there. Can't run a lot of man cover with this game. Probably a heavy zone team for this season. And then the secondary in general is not very good. KJ Kaj Sanders is our strong safety. Might use Messiah Tilson out of position. Who knows? See he progresses throughout the course of this dynasty. It is now time for us to look at the NIL and how we're going to manage our budget. Each college's budget is different. The higher school is, or the better your school is, the more NIL you have to spend. And obviously, the worse your school is, the less NIL you have to spend. So we only have 1,200. So we only have 1,200 this season. So I'm not going to be getting any of the 1,000 NIL budget. You know, facility support things. I don't really know how these work yet. It's my first time playing this, so we'll try to get a little bit better bang for our buck here with one of these 100 or 150 type options, maybe a 200. I don't think we're going higher than 500. That's almost half my budget there. So we're gonna try to do this strength and conditioning assistant. A slight boost to off-season progression, which this team desperately needs. And more, dynasty points increase or recruiting hours increase. I'll go for 150. I'm gonna go with the dynasty points increase, which is NIL. And yeah, you can see our offensive and defense coordinators, they aren't the best. So we're gonna replace them after the season's over. But for right now, we gotta work with what we got. We're only a premier facility. As you can see, the higher your facility is, the better progression you get at the end of the season. National powerhouses, they get plus 16% progression. And at basic facilities, they get 0. Even a competitive facility gets nothing. That's kind of crazy. Competitive and basic is just almost the same for real. So just get 1 more slot. But I don't really know what these slots do. It's only 900 NIL budget left. Takes tickets from a C to a C plus, maybe? Yeah, it can. Let's increase the facility's longevity. I feel like that is, once purchased, you cannot get a refund. I feel like that is important for the facility. So we should be at a C plus now, or just about a C plus. And I'll reduce the season health usage. Like so I'm not really sure how these things work. Hopefully I'm using them right. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Take a look at recruiting and recruitment. I heard you do have to use NIL. You have 1,500 for the recruits. Some guys are going to want 0 NIL, whereas the top guys are going to want a lot. And depending on your school, the NIL can change. Like this guy Devin Folk, we can't get him. That's why we can actually somehow get Freddie Smith. His NIL was 365. If we were maybe a team like Ohio State or Oregon, maybe his NIL would be different based on deal breakers and where he's located and things like that. But I'm not going to 365 on him. So I think the best case for us is to maybe go after guys that are maybe go after 10 to 15 guys with low NIL. A lot of guys with 0 NIL here, so that's great for us. I only scout about 10 guys at a time, maybe. And guys that are interested. That's the goal. Just the guys that want to be here. I want to be a Scarlet Knight. We have added all the target guys for this season so far. In case you didn't know, unlike College Football 25 and 26, you cannot offer a scholarship in first week of recruiting here in 27. So all we can do really is scout. Well, I mean, if the guy's a bust, we're probably still going to offer that scholarship. We just need players right now. Can't really be picky for what we want here at the program. So far, none of these guys are turning out to be bust or gems. You see this running back, 79 speed, 83 excel. That's what you expect out of a 2-star guy there. Hopefully, going to get some gems, of course. Maybe this quarterback, Steve Slate. No. Okay. I would prefer one of my quarterbacks were a hidden gem. No, it doesn't look like it. I'm not at least had any hidden gem so far. Oh, there we go. Mitchell Silva, hidden gem. Strong side linebacker. 67 zone, 58 play rate. Ooh, 71 strength though, with 79 hit power and 81 tackle. Okay. I like that. Let's use our upgrade skill points, our coach skill points. If you do have the 7-day early access bundle, you do get Rainmaker for free. I will be using this with any advantage we can get here for Rutgers. I might get all of these, to be honest. Increase NIL offer impact on risk of leaving. Increase Dynasty points for my school grades. I feel like that's how you acquire one. Increase X points from AD application goals, yeah. Increase recruit. I'm just gonna get all 4. Just to see what it does. This one's increased recruiting influence from NIL offers. That should be a really good one. I did go with the motivator. I don't know if I said that or not. But I'm really looking to get that tier 3 off-season training boost for certain guys. I think for now I'm gonna look to just upgrade the trenches, O-line and D-line. Yeah, that's where games are won. They're won in the trenches. So we can get that O-line, D-line boost, and then I'll throw this on quarterback. You take a look at the schedule. I play UMass. We do have some tough games. Playing against Indiana, it is at home though. Play Michigan, and we go to Penn State and play them. But we have other games that we have to worry about as well. Rivalry with Maryland, Northwestern. That's not an easy gimme game for us. Wisconsin and Nebraska is going to be tough. Pretty much all these games. I looked over USC. That's going to be at home now. I mean, it doesn't really matter home or away. They still might not win that game. But no game on the schedule is really a gimme. So we got to play our best each and every week. We want to make a bowl game. Which is the goal? Bowl is a bowl game. Hopefully win that bowl game too. Let's take a look at recruiting here. Still have 1,500 Dynasty or NIL points. And a lot of these guys, they expect none. So if I give them, you can give them 5, or you can upgrade the scholarship. The most I can give them is 10. You can also decrease their expected NIL, which will probably put you in the red more than likely unless you're a top school. But I think I'm going to give most of these guys about 5. I keep putting hands on them. We have 350 hours. 350 hours of recruiting. So to be very mindful of that. Got to manage your hours. Just like every other game, you have to manage your hours. But it's more important this year than it has been in previous years. He expects 15 and he wasn't all that great. I don't know. I did like this quarterback though. Ooh, if I even go a little below his expected NIL, he's very disinterested in us. All right, I'll boost this to 20 then. Titus Stoudemire will give you 5. And the rest will do at 0. I'm gonna try to keep the rest of these dynasty points for the transfer portal. Because there will be guys in the transfer portal that want like 400, 500, maybe even 600 dynasty points. Now we're not at that level yet to be giving anybody 600 dynasty points. That's almost half my budget. But certain guys will be getting, certain guys will be expecting a bag from you. Kind of like how they do in real life. But I'm going to take care of these recruiting hours and I'll see y'all after I'm done this. Alright, the recruiting hours are done. I gave some guys a little more hours than the other guys. A lot of guys have 10 hours, but the players that I really want, we gave them more hours than certain players like Chick Kelly, Dan Malloy, Mitchell Silva. He got 50 hours. Now we're going to move on to a new thing they added with setting your weekly practice. You can now limit certain players or tell them they have the week off. They have no practice. But it's the first week, everybody's just going to full practice. If you do full practice, you get more XP. If you do limited practice, you get less XP. And obviously, no practice or week off, they get nothing. But you can also increase and decrease their composure for the upcoming game with the practice you do. So if you do full practice, their composure might increase. A bunch, as opposed to limiting them or don't have the week off. We'll move up the board for a lot of guys. Mitchell Silva now move up to number 1, almost at his top 5. Let's see if anybody's ready for a visit. We can schedule. We can schedule Dan Malloy. About 75 hours left. We're gonna schedule. And a lot of these games aren't winnable, but we're gonna schedule one for the Indiana game. Might even be able to soft sell him on something here. Which if you see right next to conference prestige, instead of going back and forth to overview to see what his deal breaker is, they show you the deal breaker with the little handshake on the side. So standard bearer is a fit, status seeker is a fit. And those are the only 2. I'm gonna assume it's standard bearer. We could be wrong there, but it's just a soft sell. So and QB. Lavoy, or left Lavoy, Fotu. I'm going to schedule him for that Indiana game as well. Kind of surprising I don't get a bonus for him the running back and the quarterback. I'd assume I would. Don't get one there. See if we can soft sell him or anything. Coach connection. And Yeah, coach connection. So we're gonna soft sell him on that. Give him 30 hours. But that'll be the only 2 players with visits it is. So I'm actually gonna give him 4. I'm actually gonna hard sell both of them. They're just standard bearer, I'm assuming. And then a photo, I'm going to do coach connection. I can give them 15 out to other players like Chip Kelly. He will be not high on. His board will be not high on. We're second on Watkins' board, so we'll boost his hours a little bit. Same with the other quarterback, Steve Slate. We are taking on UMass week 1. This is at home. We have a lot of at-home games. I think it's a 6. It's not that many. It's like half our schedule. But whatever. We take on UMass week 1. This is a 6 p.m. game. As you can see, they say what time the game is and the weather on the right side. 6 p.m. game with a good chance it's going to rain here in our opener. UMass is a 66 overall team, but each and every game matters, especially when you're a lower level school. Every game matters. You want to get into the playoffs and make a bowl game. All these games add up at the end of the season for your playoff push. I'm gonna watch the game, try to get to the first game at least. We'll be playing each and every game, the entire game, full game. Maybe certain games in the future when we're a better team or whatever, a few years down the line, maybe we'll do offense only, we'll play key moments, but for now, we're going to play each and every play. I'm not going to show the play every play. Maybe I will, so I'm going to show every single play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense.
Gotta watch out for Joseph Griffin. Ninth speed. I think that's faster than most of our players, so we definitely press him too much. He's definitely the best player to do.
To make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts.
ESA a 1 before you start. I'm not the best player. I don't claim to be the best player, so I do a few moments where you're scratching your head at what I was doing.
They know he has the ability.
It's a sack from Messiah Tilson. I think I was talking about moving his position, maybe using and we get a sack with him there on the first drive of the game.
The give on the inside.
There's no left first. I think we got
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Fields the punt and looking for daylight.
It is raining here. I got to the pregame. The rain can also pick up or lighten throughout the year. They did mention that with their dynamic weather. But I'm interested to see if the rain changes at all during this game.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So
that's your first passing attempt of the game, off the first down.
A little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Run inside. It's Raymond. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Black.
It's a nice job running the in-route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break,
catching.
he didn't
I
try
don't think I'll honestly use that much this year. Maybe I will. For this first season, especially these first 2 games, I won't be using that to get a lab with that.
They turn to the passing game on
Firing over the middle is caught for the first down.
They've got it just outside the red zone.
AJ Saras, pretty accurate so far.
And the
But you
Scarlet
go
Knights
through
have
the
their offense in high gear.
one
They'll give
game's
him
going
maybe
nowhere
one
though.
on the play. It's
I
down
don't know
to the
about
20.
he's hurt.
Didn't get much on first down. It's
But
second
I
and
kind of do
9.
want better run blocking because since Anton Raymond is one of our best players.
Back to pass.
You know, kind of want to lean on the run a little bit this season. Take pressure off the QB. Down into the 5-yard line. Down at 3. Dante Chen, left guard, has moved the ribs. The injury risk is high, but it's just a return, so I can win the game for now.
Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good
First and
job,
goal at the
drops
3.
back, sees it,
Handoff, bringing that stuff.
puts the ball out in
You just
front
can't get
so he
anything
can
on the
catch
ground
it,
so
get
far.
upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Can the defense stop them again on second and
Go
goal?
with the RPO here.
Tries again to get it in.
And once again, it's
And
just
he never
stuff.
had a
5
chance.
rushes,
Just
negative 1
stopped
yards.
cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like
Now
they're going to have
UMass
to
is,
throw the football in
D-line
order
ain't
to
that
score
good,
a
so
touchdown here. I like maybe
definitely
trying to
gonna
get
have
the
struggles.
quarterback
Going for
outside on
KJ
the
Duffy
perimeter
here,
and
dropped
give him
it.
a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move.
Have to settle
And
for
here's the
3.
thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for
We
it.
have a
That's
pretty
all
good
that means
kicker there.
now today in
He
college
drills
football.
that one. 3-0 Rutgers
He
early lead.
splits the upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
They go to the RPO of their own. They're stuffed though. Only
And
again
just
is
a
one.
short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run play action. Swings it out to his running back.
Wow, 8 yards.
And the
Didn't get
defense
the first
stops
down
him
at third,
just
which
short of
is
the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
we want to bring the blitz
The
here.
Minutemen need
Central
just a
Chester.
few inches to convert on third down. They'll try to
Beating
run
up the
for it.
middle.
They were all
Loss
over
of
him.
4
Nowhere
there.
to go
Moses
as that
Walker on the
third down
TFL.
play turned into a disaster. UMass will line up to punt it away.
2 drives, 2 3 and outs for the UMass Minutemen. Hopefully our offense can get something going. Hopefully a touchdown
Hauls it
on
in
this
at the
drive.
25.
He has a lot of green ahead of him though. Oh, he's going to get caught. Let's he makes a bad miss. Down at the 32-yard line. Great punt return there. Setting up the offense in great position on this drive.
Running inside.
Raymond up the middle. Antoine Raymond untouched. Touchdown Rutgers. 1 play touchdown. Extending our lead by 10.
Shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once
It's
you
a big
start
hit on
getting
the
it to
kickoff.
him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and set those linebackers up. So
We're
it's
5
only gonna
wide
help this
here.
offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one.
Well,
Get
you
the
with
running
the
game
lead.
going, and then
We'll
it
take
opens up the
coverage.
pass.
I get beat on my route, so did he. Gain of 5.
Down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play.
Do
Now
have
it's
stick
second
here
and
for my
5.
left analog stick. Not trying to get excuse, but if you see me moving a little to the left, it's probably not me. Probably the stick drift. See, breaks that tackle. I lost the left tackle on that. Rare occurrence for me. 3rd and inches on the same position as last drive. Looking to avoid their 3rd straight 3 and out, but they don't! Stuff behind the line of scrimmage. DJ McClary. 4th and 3 coming. I'm going to block this punt here. See if we can.
Space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Oh my God, watch return. You know I'm glad we did it. Touchback.
We've come to the break, and Rutgers is
10-0 after the first quarter. Playing good so far.
They've got a first down here to open the period.
Hopefully, that momentum can carry on to the second quarter.
They're going to throw it to start the drive.
KJ Duff up in the middle, wide open.
Got it in the middle, it's Duff. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside.
Raymond.
It's Raymond.
A lot of green ahead of him. Down at the 45-yard line. For the first few carries of not really getting much, the O-line has made some running lanes for Antoine Raymond here. Going to run the ball again. He broke that first tackle. Made a man miss in the rain. He's hurt. They're showing Antoine Raymond. Hopefully Raymond's not hurt, and it looks like he is. That's not what you want to see.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire.
Firing Benjamin at the backfield. Caught. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Rutgers. 17-0 lead. Raymond has bruised ribs. I know he's touchdown for now. He'll be back next drive, but hopefully it's the second play with bruised ribs, I'm pretty sure. What's going on?
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
3-possession lead, as he just said. Hope we can hold on to this, bro. The game's not over until the clock says 0-0. That's another big hit on the kick return. Hopefully, he can force a fumble on it.
Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
On the run. Picked off by Kyle Sanders. Who can return it all the way? And he can't, down at the 10-yard line. One play interception. Kyle Sanders. Raymond is back on the field. Gonna run it with him here up the middle. Raymond getting through down at the 2-yard line, gain of 8 on the play. Second and goal after 2. And it's caught for the touchdown. It was a bit of a risky throw.
And I think this is really the separators of good offense and great offense.
So it's 24-0.
With the tight windows, he came and goes into the end zone for the touchback.
On offense after another rematch. Unclear.
This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
They could extend this lead. They could go 31 to nothing. KJ Duff drops that, but we haven't really used KJ Duff. It's about maybe 2 passes so far. Haven't really needed to go to him.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Here's the pressure.
Ooh, I want to take a shot there. What is he through?
On that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the
I want to score here, though.
third down.
I really until the game is over.
First down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air.
KJ Duff over the middle, dropped it again. It's our first 3 and out of the game.
Pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to make
Broke that? Wow.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
UMass
ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game.
That and
you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half,
They're
and it's not just one
again.
guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances.
That's good defense there by us.
Deflected, knocked away by the D. Try to make up for some of that
Take the PB
as
long as they don't catch that. 2nd and 10 at R41. First time they've been in our territory this game.
They'll ride the running back
middle, going nowhere, only a gain of 3.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about
5 wide,
doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just
quarterback under pressure, able to throw it away.
Didn't have much of a
4th and 7. They're hunting for a 5th time this game. I don't know why they don't have field goal. Probably about 50 yards around here, but maybe they don't trust their kicker with this. Maybe their kicker doesn't have that kind of leg. That's the bad one.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 11.
Back to pass.
Wide open middle is tight end.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line.
And another pro combo play here, so a lot of this play.
They'll try to get the first through the air.
Gonna take off for AJ sliding down. I didn't know who'd make that block when he was gonna slide. Get where you got.
And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10.
You don't have to follow play here, Ryan.
He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down.
I didn't even notice I was under pressure there. That could have been real bad. I was waiting for somebody to get open. Somebody really to break open. Look at break through there. 2nd and 10. That's a bad throw. Thank God it wasn't good. 3rd and 10 coming up. Inside boss here. We tried to hit Allen. It's actually Black over the top. I'm gonna streak Black and Duff here just in case it's man coverage. He's got one of them. And it is throwing it deep for KJ Duff. Calm it down the field at the 31. KJ Duff getting a 35 on the play.
Has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard. And they're
Raymond up the backfield. Couldn't make a miss there.
Everything right now to the defense.
Getting a yard on the play. 45 seconds of Allen. Raymond up the middle. Raymond untouched. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And this game is over. It's only 2nd quarter, but it's 31-0. This game is over. There's no way UMass comes back. Final score 48-0, shutting out the Minutemen here. Antoine Raymond, their player of the game, at 19 carries, 156 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the ground. What a debut for Rutgers and the Scarlet. Rutgers and their players. Shout out to Antoine Raymond. Great debut here for the coach.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.
And that'll do it for episode 1 of the Rutgers Dynasty. Next episode, we will be taking on, let's see, I don't know the team off the top of my head. We will be taking on Boston College in their stadium. Another game where it's going to rain again. We've already hit a blueprint goal of 30 points in a game, putting up 48. As you see here, Wisconsin upsetting Notre Dame in their own stadium, 21-19. Let's take a look at the top 25 before we end off this video. Ohio State number 1, Oregon 2, Georgia 3, Indiana 4, Miami 5, and you can read the rest, pause if you would like to. Notre Dame still ranked, even though they lost to Wisconsin. But yeah, next video we'll be taking on Boston College. Might do 2, should be able to do 2 games in that episode. So if we do 2 games, it'll be Boston College and USC at home. That'll be a fun, entertaining game there.